If you're going to do a Raven Crag, don't follow the crowds. The long way up, the most scenic way up, the safest way up, and in my opinion, the best way up. First light, first frost of this autumn, where I've had to scrape the car. I'm going to do one that I've always looked at and think one day I'm going to do that, and today is that day, and that is Raven Crag. This is where we're parked, and behind us is where we're going to be heading. We've got about a mile walk to the base of Raven Crag. Why not come along with us? So you can see where the beast parked down there on the main Keswick to Windermere Road. Hello. Thankfully, behind a fence. Closed. No parking. Although I did say, oh my God. Yeah, and you. Well, that's woke us up anyway. Although it's a very short and a very steep climb up to Raven Crag, I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go a longer way. I think it's a lot better path to follow. So I'm going to take the fire road up there, assuming I can find it. Anyway, we'll soon find out. So there's no access actually over the dam. Now, what a magical sight that is. Absolutely fantastic. And it's moments like this when you just stood by yourself where you're just so grateful. One, to be here, and two, just to be alive to enjoy it. So looking up from down here, quite an imposing bit of rock. So stick with us, come with us, enjoy the day. I'm certainly going to. The first stone laid on the 22nd of August 1890. This was a lake here, but it was further dug out with the dam here created to form a reservoir here which feeds Manchester. Nothing mechanical involved at all. So all the water from the dam is fed all that way purely by gravity. So what a feat of engineering. First of the trees, and you can see all the leaves that have fallen there now. Autumn, or as the Americans call it, fall, is in full swing here, and getting closer and closer to the base of Raven Crag. And it's such a nice walk in. The little car park, which is a paint display. So there must be another road coming in from there, and we're going to be heading up a place called The Ben. Now most people won't go up that way. Every single video I've watched, people have gone up the very steep, more direct route, but this route is going to be longer, but I think it's going to be more scenic. Another little car park there. I would say you get 5 or 6 cars in there. It looks like a free car park there, and right opposite there, I think this is the start of the very steep direct route. You can see where I am here, and that's where the steep path starts. But I'm going further on down here, and I'm going up this fire road, which is hopefully going to be a lot gentler on my knees. That's where I'm going to turn off the road and head up the fire road. So that's the path that we've come up, and in parts still quite steep. Really nice to see the colours in the trees, and this is the part of autumn I really do like, when you have got that colour. What a lovely sight that is. The mist has started to leave Thirlmere now. The sun is trying to break the crest of the fells, and when it does, you'll be the first one to see it with me. And I think this is the steep path coming up, which dissects the path I'm going, and you can see it going up there very, very steeply. But I'm going to continue on this way. It's going to continually loop us back around myself, so this way is definitely longer, and I think with the mile walk in to the dam head and the mile walk back, it's going to be around about a 5 mile loop, which suits me, to be quite honest. I've got all day to do this walk where I can just take my time and enjoy talking to you as well. If you want to see more sunrises, if you want to see some more fantastic scenery, if you want to see some more superb colour and some great hikes, don't forget, click on that subscribe button. If you do that, you'll see plenty of all of them. Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but unfortunately that cloud over there has blocked the sun coming up over the fell tops, which is a shame. But on a very, very positive note, I'd like to thank absolutely nobody for sponsoring this video. But if you had sponsored it, just imagine the publicity you could have been getting now. No, but I would like to thank the person who very, very kindly bought me 2 coffees. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. There's the path, really nice path. Obviously going up, but at a much gentler pace. And you're getting views like this. Not only are you getting them views, you can actually walk and enjoy them as well. Over down to Clough Head, up over the Dodds, Rays, Whiteside, Helvellyn, down to Dollywagon Pike, Nethermoors Pike, and think I've actually been on every single one of them, which is a really nice feeling. And next time I stop, I think it'll be a good time to answer another question. And oh dear me, look at that. Oh yes, and you can actually feel that sun there now starting to poke through. So we are walking away from the summit, where the steep path would take you straight basically up there. But I am absolutely loving this route. It is so nice and so much better than I expected as well. So pleased I decided to come up this way. I mean, look at that there. What a gorgeous sight that is. Thirlmere as well. And it is just so nice to be back out again. Well, that's the path I come up from, and we're just walking up there. But before that, I've got to show you this. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at that. Unbelievable. Come through that gate, there is a few sharp, steep sections. Oh, that gives a shock. It's a peed behind us. I was out changing my battery. Whew. Perfect opportunity to answer a question. The question was asked by a regular watcher, Nicola. But a few people have asked this question. And the question is, would you ever consider doing a group walk? Well, it's funny you should say that. After years and years of saying I wasn't going to do the Wainwrights, I have this year decided to do them all. After today, I'll have 58 left to do. Fingers crossed next year I can knock, if not them all out, as many as I can out. So on the very last Wainwright I do, I think is going to be High Rig. I'm going to put an open invitation out there to anybody that wants to come and share that last Wainwright with us. Been hiking with us before? That's never hiked with us before. It'll be on a weekend. It'll be great if we could get a day like this. So answer to the question, yes, I will be doing a group walk, but it'll be on my final Wainwright. Behind the trees up there is the start of the walk to High Rig. Now, I think you could get about 7 or 8, 9 cars there, and round about the same on there with a bit of care. For me, that looks like a perfect Wainwright to do for the last one. Very accessible, a lot of parking. You've got a pub, I'll go for a drink afterwards. Keswick, about 4-5 miles that way. You've got Grasmere, Ambleside, Windermere that way. So if afterwards people want to go on and do something else, you could do. It looks like the perfect one to finish on. So hopefully that's answered that. Any more questions? Stick them in a comment. I don't know what the hell I'm whispering for, but it is so quiet down here. Apart from seeing that guy there before crept up behind us, he jumped up my bloody skin when he walked past us. Wow, we're still going down. So like I say, when I come back, I've got to climb all the way back up here yet. That's what the hell I'm laughing for. But at some point, we will have to be climbing back up. There's a little signpost there, I've just noticed there. We're heading up that way. If anybody's ever done Raven Crag before, they all say the same thing, how busy it is. I've come this way and seen one person. It's been nice and quiet. Yes, there's a few downs. There's going to be a few ups going back this way again. So if you've done this walk before and you're watching this video and you've gone up the steep way, what do you think of this route up? Let us know in the comments. And the other thing, walking up this way, as well as walking, as well as talking, we're getting a chance to have a good look at all the scenery. First time in 6 weeks I've been over the lakes, but back over again next week with Mrs. METALMAN. We're stopping overnight at the Broadoaks Country House, which is in between Windermere and Ambleside. Mrs. METALMAN being a little bit off colour, getting over the holiday blues I think, so I thought I'd treat her to a night away bed breakfast and 4-course evening meal. And funnily enough, it seems to have done the trick, because she is really looking forward to that stop next week. So a full review of the hotel, the rooms, the staff and the food. So look out for that one in the very, very near future. I can see a couple of hikers up there. Surely I haven't got anybody up. So I'm just wondering where my pole is, whether that's the steep path coming up here. And that's the way we're both going to have to go. Big coats off. Let's get up there. Final push. So no matter which way you go up, you're going to get this final sting in the tail. So the summit of Raven Crag. And look at that. So 461 meters. I think it's 13 feet. Well worth the walk to get up here. Oh, look at that there. And a nice cooling breeze as well. To be honest, I'm surprised there's not more people here. But am I complaining? You must be joking. Now where you see where that couple is walking, it is begging for somebody to wild camp there. And I totally get why you'd want to do it. I want to do it. But if you're going to do it, not only leave no trace, don't bring up any barbecues, don't start a fire. Bit of a drop here, so I'm going to be a bit careful there, but you can see where I walked across the dam this morning. And while I've been here, I took a self-portrait from my Instagram. It was just a photograph, I wasn't going. I don't want to put anybody off their lunch. Right, take care, see you later. How very, very nice to meet two people all the way just outside Edinburgh. Stopping up here for 3 days. They've come up the steep way and they've asked for any other local walks. I've mentioned to them Helvellyn. I know a lot of people are put off Helvellyn because of the edges, but if you go this way from Swirls car park, it's just a very good path to follow. If you're going to do Helvellyn and you're worried about edges, that's the way to do it. So hopefully they'll do that. With a bit of luck, they'll get the weather as well. It was really nice to have met them. But you can understand why people like to wild camp here. You've got a seat, a couple of seats. Unfortunately, People like to start fires as well. Even though there's big signs up there, no fires, no barbecues. Unfortunately, there's so many entitled people that think rules apply to everybody else apart from them. Excuse my French. You might turn around and say, we never said anything. I was thinking it though. But as regards a lunch spot, it doesn't get much better than that. So I've got 3 areas I really need to focus on next year, and that's walks from Seathwaite Farm. Done Great Gable, Green Gable, Base Brown, Scafell Pike, but all the other ones around there, I haven't done any of them. I've done nothing in the Langdale Valley, and obviously Wastwater. It's difficult for me because it's a 3.25–3.5 hour drive just to get there. So for me next year, that's the main focus, them 3 areas, and try and get as many of them done as I can, as early as I can, because it would be lovely next summer to finish over there, and hopefully have a few people with us as well. Get this horrible feeling I might be stood there by myself whenever I climb one, especially on the high fells. Something I never ever take for granted, and I know there's some people that are not as fortunate as me. I know there's one lady, she watches the videos, and I know she's gone through a very, very tough time lately. So it's moments like these where I think of people like that. I think about how fortunate I am, and I also think about people like them as well. So hopefully watching these videos, it gives them some sort of enjoyment, and you never know, one day we might see them up here as well. He's open. Well, I've had almost an hour sat there. So down from the summit, and if you want to go down the steep route, that's the way to do it. This is the way I recommend, which is the way that I came up. So just slowly make my way down there, and a lot of rock up there, which I was admiring there, until I saw a lot of rock down there, which looks like rock fall. Putting a bit of a sprint on past here. Really enjoying this walk down this track, and again, only me here. Everybody I've seen, every single one has come up the steep way, and we've got them lovely views ahead of us. I mean, at the end of the day, how nice is that? Oh, that wind's starting to get up now, and trees are starting to sway about. So I'm pleased I'm on the way down. And that last view, oh, the sun's come out to wave us the last goodbye. Well, almost down there now, and I had a really good day, but what makes a good day even better, when you meet a couple of fellow rugby league fans. Now, they may not be Wigan Rugby League, Leeds Rhinos, but it's almost as good. But they're going where we went this morning, so hopefully you'll have a really good day as well. So it's been very, very nice to have met you.
And you?
Yeah.
Yep, thank
right,
you.
take care.
Yeah, you take care now. Thank you.
Well, how nice was that to meet that really nice couple there. But always nice to meet fellow rugby league supporters. I know it's the Rugby Union World Cup at the moment. We're not bothered about them posh boys kicking and clapping. We like the proper rugby. Anyway, nearly down there now. But what a fantastic day it's been. I think, I'm sure somebody will tell us, there's another couple of fells you can do from here. So I may well be back in this area. Wow. And what a great way to end the day. If you've enjoyed the video, really would appreciate a big thumbs up. I'll tell you something, it won't be too long before I'm back out again. Cheers.